It's Essie here with a process video using the Lottie Loves Paper October kit. You'll have to excuse the croakiness. I'm just getting over laryngitis, so probably not supposed to be talking this much, but there you go. So I'm a little bit croaky still. I'm starting off with a Heidi Swap stencil and my Distress Oxides. The kit this month is made up of Emerson Lane Heidi Swap products and a sprinkling of Fancy Pants Designs, what are they called? Magnolia Moments, that's the one. This is a stencil that I've got in my stash, and it sort of coordinates quite nicely with some of the floral elements from the collection. So I'm just using spun sugar and worn lipstick Distress Oxides to stencil through using my ink dusters, and I'm just also going to add some fossilised amber there. These are the colours that tone lovely with the Emerson Lane collection. And I'm also going to then bring in some Forest Moss normal distress inks. I hadn't got the right colour green in Distress Oxide, so that's added to my shopping list. And so I've used some normal distress ink in Forest Moss to add the green. And now just coming in and doing a second flower. And then this is where I make a little bit of a mistake, because I had left the stencil has got a little round sticker on that was had attached it to its packaging, and that was left on, and when I removed it from my cardstock in a moment, it rips the top surface from the cardstock. So I spend a couple of minutes after I had sworn, so it's a good job I did a new audio for this video, and just deciding whether I was going to scrap it and start again, or just carry on and go with it and try and design my page so that you couldn't see it. And I decided to go with it, so I'm just then adding in a third flower up to in the top right hand corner. Just adding those touches of colour. And to be honest, when I started planning this design, I hadn't really got a bit of an idea of what I was going to do. I knew I was going to stencil the flowers, but I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do after that. So damaging that bottom half of my page actually made the decision for me, because I needed to, if I was going to use what I'd started, I obviously needed to cover that up. So I went with that and used it to help me design my page. And I'm just going through the 12 by 12 papers that were an add-on with this month's kit to decide which one I'm going to use on that bottom half. This is a sheet from Emerson Lane and it's called Pretty Please, and I do decide to go with that stripe on that side. I'm just measuring it. I'd normally do this bit by eye, but because I want to make sure I cover up that ripped piece, I measured it to make sure because the way things were going, to be honest, I've cut it too small and then had to start again. So there I have that piece of patterned paper to cover the sort of the bottom 2/3-ish of my layout, and I stick it on upside down to start with, because I've left the manufacturer's strip on, because it then creates just an automatic border when I wanted that at the top. So there you go, my next shot, you can see that I've taken it off and turned it around, and I've then got that border across the middle. Layering my photograph up onto some tissue paper, and the tissue paper was what the kit was wrapped in, so even that's from the kit. And this is a photograph of my niece and her husband at her sister's, so my other niece's wedding in July this year. And it was a beautiful sunny day. and we all had a lovely day. It was beautiful. So just positioning that photograph there on some fun foam. I've chosen this word thicker. It's from a thicker sheet that was in a previous Lottie Loves paper kit. It's not this month's, but it was in a previous kit. And I just want to add some touches of colour around the corners of my photographs. I don't want to add lots of layers in underneath it because there's quite a lot going on in the background already, but I just wanted to add some touches of colour just to sort of frame the photograph without adding too much more detail. So I'm just using some scraps from the 6x6 Emerson Lane pad to cut some right-angled strips to frame the corners of my photograph, and then they will create the base for just some clusters of embellishments. So just coming in and doing the same on the bottom right corner, adding that little touch of navy to bring out the navy in the balance of navy in the photographs. So I've got those positioned, just going to glue those in place. I get in a bit of a muddle with the tissue paper because it keeps folding up on itself underneath and I have to fiddle with it. Oh, and I hadn't trimmed that paper had still got sort of like the perforations where it's attached in the pad. So I was just trimming those off there. Tucking that in and the navy piece. And I've just ripped the ends of those corner pieces as well, just to give a little bit of a distressed finish to them. And once those are in place, I can start bringing in the embellishments and creating my clusters. So I've got the Heidi Swap ephemera kit from the Emerson Lane collection. And I'm just going through and finding the bits and pieces that I want to use. It's a lovely mixture of cardstock and vellum pieces in that collection. So just starting off with that journaling card, and it says remember this, and I should just pop the date on there. I'm going to do a little cluster of bits behind my title. So I've got that, there's that lovely ampersand wood grain sticker from the sticker sheet. So starting with that, and also adding that Love Is navy sticker. I love this collection because it's got navy and I love the navy. It's just really nice. So now I decided that I wanted to add another strip, another border strip across the top of the patterned section of my layout. So these are the sticker strips from Magnolia Moments Fancy Pants Designs, which were in the embellishment kit this month. And they're not quite 12 inches, so I've chopped them and just tucked the ends in underneath the photograph, and it's left me with a little piece over, which I'm then going to use to form another cluster in the top right corner. And now I'm just using those little letter thickers to complete my title, and I think these little foam stickers are from Auburn Lane, which were in last month's kit or maybe the kit before. I lose track a bit. But they're just finished off that title. And now I'm just coming in to finish off the clusters. I wanted something else with wood grain to balance the wood grain ampersand, so I found that lovely vellum circle piece from the ephemera kit, and I'm just popping a pink heart sticker over the top of that. And now I'm going to create that final cluster for the top right hand corner of my layout to balance, and that kind of forms that triangle, which is always a really good design theme to use. Draws your eye in a triangle around the photograph. Just going through the ephemera pack to see what other bits I wanted. I wanted some sort of tabs or banner shapes, just trying to decide what base I want to put them on. I also want something with some wood grain on to balance in with the other two clusters. So I've got, I found that little ephemera heart that's wood grain. Still looking for something to use as the base for that cluster. Tag's not quite right. And I think I end up using I end up using that piece of it's a scrap from the 6x6 Emerson Lane paper pad. So although I haven't used that pattern anywhere else, the colour coordinates perfectly because it's still from the same collection. So just going to add my banner pieces onto there and the little heart on a little piece of foam to give it some dimension. And then I'm also going to add a word sticker from the sticker sheet. They're lovely, they're foiled word stickers. And that one says this moment. So now all that's left for me to do is add my Nuvo drops, just to add the finishing details. And I've got some pale pink there. And then I also come in with some penny copper. And that's my layout done. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you here again soon. Bye.